So, hello, YouTubers. So I got a question this week about fitting into granola country. I'm going to answer that for you. I'm going to give you some tips for how to fit in to Crunchie culture, how to seamlessly blend. So let's pretend you're going to some party, some granola party, and you want to be part of the team. You want to be part of the culture. Here's what you do. Listen to these tips. So thing one that you already know, just from the invitation, you know this is happening in either Seattle or Portland, and it's probably going to be on some organic farm 45 miles out of the city. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to drive your Prius or your Honda Hybrid. Looks very much like a Prius. And in a pinch, if you don't have either of those, you can show up on your bicycle with a basket full of vegetables that you just picked up from the organic farmer's market on the way there. So just, as if you went by on your 45-mile trek on your bike. That was really convenient. But they're going to love you. They're going to love you. So what to wear to this gathering? It's not a party, it's a gathering. You're going to wear a long flowy skirt with Birkenstocks, dreadlocks, poetic-y, Shakespeare-y kind of blouse, muted colors, minimal to no makeup. Tattoos are totally fine. Body jewelry is totally fine. Shaving your armpits and legs, you're going to fit in better if you don't. If you're a grizzly mountain man, grizzly beard, totally going to fit in better, so don't shave that. Muted colors, earth tones, greens, browns, nothing too bright. And then patterns, you want to think hippie-esque. So, voila. Let me show you. You're like, Jen, what is that? Well, that's the thing. You pick something versatile. Okay. This could be a tablecloth. Or it could be a shawl. It could be, I could breastfeed my baby under it. It could double as a blanket when I fall asleep in the cornfield. Yeah, because I would do that under the moon ceremony. Come on. And then, or a scarf in Phoenix. We don't really wear coats that much. This can be something that I might use. But just versatility. Look for that in your clothing, because you might have it on for a few days. That's okay, because sometimes crunchy granolas, can last for a few days. So muted colors, so as not to contrast too much or detract from your drink that you're going to show up with. It's going to be a green drink, preferably with spinach or kale in it, that you slosh around in a mason jar. As if you can your own vegetables every summer, because you have so many jars around, and might as well double use them. You've worked through some of those. And, in a pinch, you could use a spaghetti jar if you don't have mason jars, because you don't actually can everything and make your own salsa from your garden, your organic garden that you have. And your organic garden is in your front yard, by the way. We don't do ornamental grass. You've converted your front yard to a vegetable herb garden. Talk about that. Next thing, okay, if you do the food coloring, just be sure to buff up on your facts for kale. Like, know what kale is. It's green. And it's an immune booster, has a huge vitamin A content. And you can just be able to spout vitamin A, Th1, Th2 response, antiviral, antibacterial. So of course I would be consuming that. Come on. Bring hummus to your party with vegetables. And the vegetables you choose are specifically ones that nobody recognizes as vegetables. That's what you're going for. And then have a little disdain when they ask you what they are. Yeah. As if you consume so many that, to branch out, you have to go to ones nobody else knows about. Say the word quinoa a lot. Quinoa. Let it kind of roll off your tongue very sensuously. Yeah. That's a way to pick up a guy in Crunchie World. You just go, quinoa. Yeah. Those grizzly men, man, they'll be chasing you. Trust me. So you're vegan, or you're vegetarian, or you're definitely, if you eat meat, doing grass-fed and finished meat. And in fact, you meet the truck in the Denny's parking lot every third Saturday with your cooler to get your quarter of the cow, the same cow that you met, to make sure it had a good upbringing. And in fact, he brings you raw milk too, the farmer who you know by name. Yeah. You get all your salmon off the Alaskan coast it's wild caught, flash frozen right on the dock. Come on, you do that every summer. Talk about gluten-free a lot. Gluten-free, even your spinach is gluten-free. I mean, even though spinach would never have gluten in it. I mean, that's okay. Just talk about spinach. Spinach is gluten-free, of course, I'm really committed. You don't have to mention that you don't have celiacs, which would be a true gluten intolerance. Yeah, it's rare, but just, gluten-free. Gluten-free, you shop at Whole Foods, whole paycheck. I mean, don't say whole paycheck. You have chickens in the backyard, for sure. And you give them flaxseed in addition to supplement their diet, because you want a higher omega-3 content in the eggs that you consume. If you run out of topics and you're introverted and you're thinking, I just can't talk anymore, just step onto the Monsanto beast. In fact, don't say Monsanto, just say Monsatan. And for 2 hours, the conversation will carry itself. You just lean back and sip your green drink. The thou shalt nots. Thou shalt not carry a plastic water bottle, ever. So, no can do. In fact, if you're caught with one of these, basically you just need to talk about how you're detoxing next week, and because you're so clean, you're so crunchy, you're so granola, you don't actually have anything to detox. So why not get some fat-soluble content toxins from, the plastic water bottle leaching into your water supply that you're drinking, and therefore you have something to detox. Hello? I mean, come on. You're committed. Thou shalt not... if you don't want to stay very long, here's what to do. Bring a 2-liter bottle of Coke. In fact, not Coke, Diet Coke. Bring a 2-liter of Diet Coke. And your time will be limited. They might call the cops. That could be a little bit difficult. Or, I mean, if you have children, you're going to have to explain to CPS why you gave your children Diet Coke. It's okay. We'll say some nice things about you at your funeral. We will. And the video that you're going to, keep running so that I can see this and upload it on my channel. Just send it. I mean, have somebody send it to me. We'll say nice things. I promise. You don't do white sugar or white flour or artificial flavoring or coloring. I mean, don't mention that for the drink if you run out of ideas, food coloring, green. No. That's between you and me. That you didn't do that. Alcohol is okay. Just get the red wine. Talk about the antioxidant content in it, specifically the proanthocyanins. Yeah, you got enough quercetin from your onions earlier in the week. Or the beer, you can do hoppy beer, because that's used medicinally, herbally. Yeah, just talk about that. So that's about it. You're going to be great. You're going to be fantastic, and they're going to love you, and they're going to invite you back. And so post in your comments below how it goes. I want to hear about the party. I mean, the gathering. And, you now fit into Crunchie granola culture. So where else are you going to hang out but on my channel? So you're going to subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Maybe you already did because you're really committed to granola country. Okay. This is Crunchy Doc. I'll see you next time.